Hey there! Today we are touring Asher Park, which is a new development in Buckingham, Florida. Buckingham is the easternmost suburb of Fort Myers. And when you hear that, you may think that it's going to be too far or too remote for you, but I'm here to show you today why Asher Park might change your mind. Today we're going to go over things like the amenities here in Asher Park. We are going to go over some of the different housing options, and then I'm going to give you some of the pros and cons of living here. Hey, my name is Jessica Gatewood, and I am a real estate agent here in the Fort Myers area. So let's get to the video now. So as I stated, Asher Park is located in Buckingham, Florida. Buckingham is close to Alva and North Fort Myers. It's about a half-hour commute into downtown Fort Myers. This particular community is a gated community, but it does have two entrances. There's one entrance off of Buckingham Road, which is a road that runs in between State Road 80 and State Road 82. And then there's also another entrance directly off of State Road 82. So right now I'm in the middle of the amenities center here. Behind me is the resort style pool and the cabana, and there's bathrooms there. Right in front of me here is the community clubhouse. This has a fitness center and a little gathering space. There will also be a kiddie playground here, covered playground. Something to note though, here in Asher Park, there is not a lot of green space. There are sidewalks, but there's not any of like hiking trails or, biking trails other than the community sidewalks. The good news is though, just a couple miles up Buckingham Road here, there is the Buckingham Trails Preserve. That is a 572 acre preserve of mostly pine flatwoods and some open scrub habitat. In there, there's a 2.3 mile trail for hiking only. And then there's nearly 5 additional miles that is for equestrian and hiking use. You can also do primitive camping there. That means that, there's no water or electric hookups. That is free. You do have to reserve a spot, and that's open from November 1st through April 31st every year. Right now, the weather is perfect for that. So as you can see, there's all sorts of beautiful homes here in Asher Park. This is not fully built out yet, but it's well on its way. Currently, the houses range from around $305,000 up to $418,000, and the median price is $369,000. So there's only one builder here in Asher Park, and that is DR Horton. But there are a total of 5 floor plan options here in Asher Park, and that includes 2 townhome options. Those are both 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths. And then there are 3 single family home options, including the Jemison floor plan, which is a 2-bed, 2-bath option. There is the Alex, which is a 3-bed, 2-bath option, and the Harper, which is a 4-bed, 2-bath option. There's a floor plan to fit every person's needs here. Another great perk to this community is it does allow for immediate leasing upon ownership. Sometimes you'll have where you have to own the home for 1 or 2 years before you're allowed to lease it out. So here in Asher Park, you can lease it immediately upon ownership. There is a minimum of 30-day lease and a maximum of 4 separate leases a year. Another huge important note, probably the most important note here, is the HOA is a quarterly fee, and it includes your lawn maintenance. And currently that fee is pretty low. It's like $680 a quarter. But with these new communities, it is really, really important that you know that when they are fully built out and the development turns the management over to a outside party, the HOA fee will go up. Now it could be minute, but it could be substantial, and this will affect your affordability. So it's really important that you know what you're getting into up front, and that your monthly payment will change annually. Not only with your HOAs, but also with your taxes and with your insurance. So I would be honored to help you navigate all of those things and make sure that you are really comfortable with your purchase before you are in it. One last thing I have to mention, because it's pretty rare within a community, honestly, you are also allowed to add a fence to your property inside Asher Park. That is, like I said, a really important note, because not a lot of communities allow you to fence in your yard. I'm going to get into the pros and cons here in just a few seconds, but I wanted to just quickly let you know that I make these videos because I love making them, first of all, and I love, touring communities and seeing everything that our town has to offer. But most importantly, I make them because I just could not imagine moving to a new town or even a new part of town, and I didn't really know what I was getting into or, what the neighborhood was like. So I'm going to get into the pros and cons of Asher Park here shortly, but I just wanted to let you know that I make these videos because I absolutely love making them, but also because I couldn't imagine moving to a new town and trying to pick a place to buy my next home and not knowing where everything there is to know. So if that's a position you find yourself in as someone that is born and raised here, I would love to be the real estate agent that helps you find that place in Southwest Florida to make your next home. Okay, so let's get into the pros. First off, this is a very family-friendly community. You can see I'm on the sidewalks here. Like I said earlier, the amenities, there's that awesome resort-style pool, and then there's the covered playground. It just makes for a great environment for the families. Being in a suburb, but it's still super close to town, you're only short 30-minute drive into town, and even just 5 minutes to the closest grocery store, which is, you can't beat that. Another perk in here also is that it is a brand new community, so you get the builder incentives here from DR Horton. And at times like now in Florida, where the insurance and the interest rates are kind of hitting us hard, it's really awesome to jump in on the builder incentives. So obviously there's going to be some cons to living here in Asher Park. There's no perfect neighborhood. And, every neighborhood has its flaws. So the first flaw that I would say here is that there are in an up and coming area. There's a lot of new developments coming. Just across State Road 82, there is Novo Gateway, which is a 360 unit apartment complex. And then just a little to our west here on State Road 82, there is a 5-story distribution center. And it's just been announced that that is going to be an Amazon hub. So that's definitely going to increase your traffic and your commuting times. There's also a traffic study happening right now to determine whether they should expand I-75 between the Luckett Road exit and the State Road 82 exit. So that will also, if they do decide to make that expansion, which it is needed, so I'm sure they will, that will affect your commute times in the morning if you're going to be one of us that uses the interstate in and out of town. And the last thing that I would call a flaw here is that there is not a lot of green space for outdoor, the hiking and nature trails, anything like that. But there is the Buckingham Preserve Trail just a few miles up the road, so at least you do have that. So there's definitely a few other neighborhoods you should check out if you're considering Asher Park. And I will give you a few other options here at the end of this video. But first, if you're looking to make the move here, I would love to help you. I'd be honored to be the person that helps you make that move. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email anytime. Again, I'd love to answer any questions, even if it's just you're in the beginning stages or you know that you're ready to come here. Anything I can do to help, I would love to be that person for you. So now, if you like the Asher Park and this feeling of a small community, there's also another DR Horton community off of this same road here, Buckingham Road. It's called Bentley Crossing. They're offering only single family homes versus this one that has the townhomes also. They do have the 5 floor plans to choose from, and those prices are going to start in the high 300s. That one is not open selling yet, but it's pretty close. Now, on the flip side of that, if you like the community feeling, but you think you wanted something larger scale or with more amenities, you should definitely check out Babcock Ranch. That's a master plan community, and that one is more of a you never have to leave type thing. There's a Publix there, there's a doctor there, there's groceries, not groceries, there's like a little mini like deli style eating, there's restaurants there. There's everything that you can imagine in there. Parks, high school, elementary school. It's one of those all-inclusive communities. That is just to our north. It's actually in Punta Gorda, but very close to the Charlotte County, Lee County line. Babcock Ranch has all different types of condos, townhomes, single-family homes, luxury homes. So their pricing goes from 200s for the villas up to millions for the luxury homes. All right, once again, if you're interested in making the move to Asher Park or exploring any other options in the Southwest Florida area, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you find your perfect home here.